Oh, hello everyone, Carmine Porto of Underdog Computer and Network Support, back again with another video blog. This time I'm going to teach you about phishing. This is part 1 of my 3-part educational series on keeping safe on the internet. Let's get started. Oh, you thought I meant actual phishing. Well, close. Let's start with what is phishing. As the homonym implies, it is a way for a hacker to phish for information using social engineering and human behavior to get information about you that allows the hacker to gain access to something. Most of the time it is bank accounts information, passwords, credit card information, etc. So how does it work? How do they fool you so easily? Well, don't feel bad about phishing. 76% of organizations say they were affected by some kind of phishing scam in 2017. And that number is rising. That is why it's important for you to be aware of how to recognize phishing and how to avoid it. A phishing attack can occur in different formats. The earliest form of phishing scams were those emails coming from the famous Nigerian prince. There were several of them, but the concept was always the same. It included a large sum of money he had, but for some reason needed your help to transfer the funds into the bank. All you needed was your banking information. Straightforward, right? Sophisticated, but it was early on in the age of the internet, so it was easier to fool people. People became wise, so hackers changed up their play. My favorite is the one that you get an email from your boss or supervisor. They need you to run to the store for them and pick up hundreds of dollars of iTunes gift cards for some reason, and then when you get back, email the card numbers. Don't bother confirming this in person with them because they're in a meeting. For this type of phishing scam, it's vague enough because it probably has your boss's information, email address, name, and it lends to credibility because they probably are in a meeting. Once you email those gift cards, though, that's it, your money's gone. Then there are those straight-up emails from trusted sources like Amazon, Apple, UPS, Microsoft, Google, FedEx, and my favorite, IRS. They will use the very accessible and famous logos of the company they are trying to impersonate. Make it sound as official as possible with just enough social engineering to convince you. Either there's an attached document or in most cases it's a link. And good God, don't go out and buy those gift cards. Then think about it. Did you send out a package recently that FedEx or UPS is contacting you? Do you have a Microsoft or Google account? And the IRS, I repeat, the IRS will never email you. Second, look closely at the email. Something will be off about it. Look at the return email address. Is it the same domain as where it's coming from? For instance, is it a Microsoft.com account or an IRS.gov or UPS.com? Chances are it is some random generated email account. Hover your mouse over the name. It will reveal the full email address. You can also click reply, which usually will reveal the name. If there's a hyperlink it wants you to click on, again, hover your mouse, you will see where it wants you to go. Does it make sense? Is it the company's domain or, again, some random domain address? Last but not least, if you get an email with some kind of attachment, be it from someone you know or a trusted company, ask yourself if you're expecting it. If you're not sure and the person is reachable by phone, call them, or sometimes I will also send a fresh email to that person asking them if they meant to send me this particular email. When in doubt, ask your IT professional. At Underdog, we have trained our customers on these techniques, and when in doubt, they will reach out to me when they have a questionable email. I will instruct them on what is best to do, and sometimes I will reach out to the source myself to follow up. At Underdog Computer and Network Support, we believe an educated customer is our strongest ally in combating viruses and malware and keeping everyone safe. If your IT provider isn't doing this for you, give us a call. Underdog Computer and Network Support. Never fear, we fix IT here. And come back next week for part 2, viruses and malware.